Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Daily Sun's Evening News Bulletin. This is SM Sharmin Jahan bringing you today's top stories. Let's begin with the headlines. Technical education mandatory from 6th grade. Education Minister. Bangladesh urges stronger global action on humanitarian law. Rohingya repatriation. Gold prices reduced by Dhaka 4,374 per bori. US-Iran deal under strain after Swiss talks postponed. Iran to lodge complaint with FIFA over World Cup restrictions. You have just had a glimpse of the headlines. Let's move from the headlines to the heart of the story. Technical and vocational education will become a mandatory subject starting in the 6th grade as part of a broader push to modernize Bangladesh's curriculum, Education Minister Dr. A.N.M. Ehsanul Haq Milan announced Friday. Dr. Milan emphasized the government's shift towards practical, skill-based learning. He noted that pushing all students into traditional higher education risks creating an unemployment factory and that the country must instead focus on building a capable, skilled workforce. State Minister for Foreign Affairs Shama Obaid Islam has called for stronger international action to protect civilians, uphold international humanitarian law, and sustained international support for repatriation of the Rohingyas to their own country, Myanmar. Speaking at a high-level panel of the 2026 ECOSOC Humanitarian Affairs segment at UN headquarters, the state minister stressed the need for accountability for violations of international humanitarian law, greater investment in conflict prevention, and stronger coordination amongst humanitarian, peace, and development actors. The Bangladesh Jewelers Association Bajus has reduced gold prices by Dhaka 4,374 per bori, setting the new price of 22-karat gold at Dhaka 228,556 per bori, 11.664 gram, including VAT. The association said it reviewed the local market after the price of pure gold declined and adjusted retail prices accordingly. Under the revised rates, 21-karat gold now costs Dhaka 222,491 per bori, while 18-karat gold sells for Dhaka 191,056 per bori. Gold produced under the traditional method now costs Dhaka 156,064 per bori. The newly signed US-Iran deal to end the Middle East war was already under strain on Friday after talks in Switzerland were postponed and fighting flared between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon. The developments came after Iran's supreme leader announced he had only allowed the preliminary deal to stop war to go ahead despite reservations, and as his top negotiator warned Washington, the Islamic Republic stood ready to retaliate in the event of any breach. The Iranian Football Federation said on Thursday that it will file a complaint with FIFA alleging that its national team is facing travel restrictions during the World Cup in North America. Iran had requested permission to travel from its base camp in Tijuana, Mexico to the United States 2 days before its next match against Belgium in Los Angeles on Sunday. However, according to a Federation spokesman, the request was denied. He said, despite submitting its tournament preparation schedule in advance, Iran's national football team has once again faced restrictions imposed by the organizers, disrupting the plans of the technical staff. That's all for today's Evening News Bulletin. Stay tuned for more updates, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, dear viewers. Good night.